Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to In the Street. Right in front of me, looking at you from a distance, is my friend Devon Strachan, aka Krab Walking Jamrock. Now, Krab Walking Jamrock is a dub poet, a singer, a MC, is also a private businessman, but is also foremost a musician and a humanitarian and art. Krab Walking Jamrock, welcome to In the Streets. How you doing?
Bless up, Big Stone. There, you know.
Krab Walking Jamrock, tell me a little bit about yourself, being Devon Strachan, before you got the name Krab Walking Jamrock. Who is Devon Strachan?
Well, Devon Strachan is a product of Ghetto, you know. And started out rough. Because he's a dropout from Camperdown High School, you know. You know, when you're a youth and you come up, you follow bad company, and bad company lead you astray, and you know, your father get upset, get frustrated, and him give up on you. You know, and from then on, we just take the bad road. Well, when we get in a trouble and drop a general penitentiary, that's when we realize how serious life is. And come to the decision that, you know, we have to make a change. Started out writing, because when you're in them place there, you have to find something to keep your mind off of the road. You have to make yourself at home. So the way how I made myself at home is to read and write. Start write some really deep lyrics. When come back a road, start some singing, but it never did work out. And then, you know, Junior left Toad and Bridging from the 12th tribe of Israel introduced me to a song named Jalove Music. Started going to Jalove Music and discovered the great Brigadier Jerry the General. And Briggy made DJing so easy that I just get inspired as a DJ. I look at sound in my area. A virgin named Tanga have a little sound, and have a mic the way I'm really generous with it. And through them I play the same rhythm them with Jalong play and Brigadier right, and when my Brigadier lyrics to a T, we just start run the lyrics them and the rhythm, and then time we start fence a beat down. So the DJ career started from this. So then we left and go to St. Mary. They are St. Mary and a DJ and mash up the place all about. But the country DJ them kind of envious too. Me come from town and me I get the whole of the fame. So him starve me with the mic. And then a bridge named Tony back now, him say, Krab Walking. No, I never name Krab Walking them time there. Him said to me, say, them used to call me Jack Krab. No, I didn't name Krab Walking, but I never use it as a DJ, because I never have a name as a DJ. So them used to call me Jack Krab. Tony Bob said to me, say, right now Jack Krab, you hear me? I feel no way, man, I'll make a sound and make you be my DJ and we're going to tour the place. And I say, yeah man. And then one day Tony Bob come to me and say, me have the sound in it. And carry me go show me the sound. Start play some rhythm and start DJ. Him say next week Saturday we have a dance at Islington. You know. So boom now on Islington. You know, and them time the Islington and them place the cockfight area. And Brigadier Jerry did have a lyrics name True Me Can. You know, and it match the cockfight area. And when we draw the lyrics there in Islington, man, the place mash up.
Give me a little piece of the lyrics we are talking about, because we know this is the early days, but we'd like the fans them to kind of get an early piece of Krab Walking Jamrock. Draw the tune.
Me show me can, me never call on no phone. So probably one come pick it up, is your business. Whoa. Lord, you have wild corn, rose corn, American, crush corn. The one pan you told them call it bunny and we.
Yeah, and it started like that.
Yeah, you know, but we go down in some fold thing, cause you know them have some fold, you know, like Birchin, Pelican, and some place like Cockery and Beery, the cockfight that. So I'm calling them there, adding them the night and thing. So after that now, Tony Bob take me around the country area, make me know enough place, and sometimes I clash with other sound, you know. And from this, you know, me not get no break in the country. I come back at town and start, you know, go around, do the rounds of the studios. One time now, George Pang, year 2 tune on me down on a cassette, and I love them. But when we go, I say, come at Channel 1. I go at Channel 1, Yellow Man dead there. And when them time the Yellow Man just bust, so when Yellow Man there studio, you know, and the whole day he might take for the one song. Them time there, because I do some leisure. So, you know, you have a pile of DJ away, DJ and sing away. If you squeeze in like a 30 song in a 2 hours, because when Yellow Man done, know what time left, them are going to use up. And you know, we get squeezed out within the time, never get for voice. And George Pang say, I hear me, come at Dynamics. But Dynamics are the same thing, so we never get for voice, man. You know, John, the whole of them, and you know, a virgin named Simeon look for me and say, I hear me. I feel no way, man, because I used to walk up and down the steam. So I go far and make some money and build a sound and build a studio, man, and we deal with one thing. But when you make the money and come back, a big artist, I deal with.
So you forget total about the commitment when they say.
Me.
Yeah.
So that's them kind of thing that happen through the years. Then I met a brother named Dan Senior. And him, you know, him used to have a band. But him used to produce himself. So him have a whole parade, so my voice about 30 odd tune for him and thing. You know.
Wow, that's a lot of songs.
So I learned that part of the business there from him. You know. And then him take sick. But him always tell myself to take a copy of the tune them off of the tape. But I never check it now and then him get cancer and died. And left the tape them with the song them in my wife, and my wife now full of despair, and she threw them down and water catch the tape down and spoil. So all of that gone down the drain. But at the same time I learned about the business, you know, and start produce myself. But during the late 80s, I met a brethren named Rufus, you know. And we used to run a Latham Avenue, a place named Music House. Used to go around there and thing and go check him, and then see John Town, which is Yassa Safari, and Cherry Natural, and them people that come around there. You know, and then, you know, them are the dub poetry. You know, because through Oku Onoro, good brethren, him start out the dub poetry thing, and it take a whole lot of people start become dub poets. Well, I realize now, said, my lyrics come used to write 100 lyrics every day.
Wow.
And write and give people, and them go on foreign with it and nothing come out of it. But I realize some of my lyrics when me have could have been poem and do like what them I do. So we start try them with the poetry. But still me did more love DJing. More on the poetry them time. But no, in the 90s, I write a lyrics named The Boss. So I try to experiment with it with some youth gonna send me and things, some girl and things, because I treat having different characters. So I try to make the girl do the girl part. But at the same time, she couldn't, some boys that distract her and things, so. You know, I start reading to people, and I read to a sister named Miriam. And she said to me, Jamrock, you know, say you could have record that. It's bad, you know. And I said, but I want some people. And she said, you alone can do it. So that's what she tell me now, I start experiment with different voices, the different characters. And then, when I do it, read it in the different characters, people all a beat fence. So that was the first poem I recorded. and to the impact where it did have out there, you know, it give me impetus to start write more. So I go up a poetry society one night, and a poem come to me named The Comb. And show me that man now from my youth, you know, my father used to in a war with The Comb. You know, the man used to say me I got turn rasta and things so The Comb are really my story. You know, but it goes to other people who have the same comb experience. And I write the next one up a poetry society named The Roach Prayer. You know, and then I write another one named In Kingston. I just write at the same vein of the bus. You know, and then all of them eat when people hear them, when we go up on a stage and start do them. Sometimes it get other artists nervous if I work before them. Now you have a youth, a virgin when name Blackout, a DJ. He used to have a lyrics where him say, any woman no hear them name dead. And it inspired a poem called Some Names Given to Woman. And the poem the man tell you say, when we go at any stage show, no care who, no care name big, and me draw some names given to woman. Place done, him have to work hard.
Find himself in our wall.
Yeah, and sometimes too, you know, well you are no, I find myself now the artists them start starving with mine. Big and small, so you know, one time they sent me here, I see a youth, some a youth at a MC a show. But, you know, him soft. Some said to a youth named Bruce, say, you know, some could have the better on him. And the youth say, yeah, I true, you know, because you have the vibes then. I'm sorry, alright, so the next show, I'm going to bring you on as the MC, and that him do. And I tell him, steal the show from everybody. Because I sing, DJ, I rap, I get joke, and everything. So from that now we take the MC thing a different way. We take it more serious. And you know, I find say it give me a certain amount of power. Because enough of the man them who used to shark down and used to stab me with mic, them have to come beg me for call them up on stage. And sometimes you know we have this little maliciousness in our, you know. Sometimes a man we buck up on all the DJ where used to start with Mike and he must say, yeah. And I say, yeah man, you next. And when we go up on the stage, we just draw some names given to him and I mash up the place and then call him. And you see when we do that now, when him go up, that make him rather nervous. So him end up, the people them all boo him. You know? So it's like now, we join a group of poets named Dub Traffickers. And when we go, them engraph me as them MC, about 17 poets at the time. And when we go at a performance, I MC the show, and I mean, you know, I MC the show, I draw 2 poems. Right now, most of them come up and flop because them think about what me do, them now concentrate on what them do, or what them for do. Them now they have a problem with me because they want to say I do 1 poem, or sometimes they want to say I work last. I work last and me get the ratings. But eventually the group mash up. But it was a wonderful group.
So where is Krab Walking Jamrock now, the year 2015? We get to understand you working with, and you have been working with, a number of children over the years. And that is an excellent thing. I love that. Can I explain to the world, what do we mean when you work with children, and what have you done for a lot of children out there?
Yeah, well it all started at St. Anne's Bay. You know, we used to do a St. Anne's Bay amongst our brethren named Jammies. You know, some little children used to come around me, and then me a question them, and I said, I want to favor Marcus Garvey, and them say them family. So I start teach them a Marcus Garvey song, and you know, And then every day them come and teach them, and then them know it. Them start sing it, but eventually me left down there. And then when we return to Kingston now, our brother named Dan Senior, me and him, that about 1988. Our brother named Dan Senior now, me and him start move together. And then time we go studio and do some tune and come in at the yard and I play them. 2 little boys in there. And them know the tune by 1 hour time, they must sing every line. So I said to myself, say, you know, so them youth are gifted, you know. You think we could have trained them? And I say, yeah man, do it now. And we start draw them in and write song with them, you know. Children-oriented song, like children behave yourself. You are the mothers and the fathers of tomorrow and them things, you know. I would train them till them really know it good, because them could read and write good. One of them at the time, one was 7 and one was 8 and one was 6. So we know that was stage show with I Cymbal Band. That was the first time I Cymbal Band I play out. I put them, make them open the show and them steal the show. Because the people them know the 2 little boy up on the shop front and them never know, so we are training them now. Now when them dress up in them bow tie and them nice clothes, and I call them the control tower kid, and when them go up there and when them perform, the place so much of the people them get hoarse. When them time they have the Reverend Danny Dredd, I Chuck and the Philip Fraser, whole of big artists upon it, and you them steal the show. So you know that give me encouragement for continue. And then them 2 youths bring a friend with go to them school and them and say him want to join it. So him hear them. I'm say DJ make me hear and him DJ. I'm from start DJ, I say yeah man you ready, I'm start training him too, but him now become tougher than them, cause him more, you know, him more a ghetto youth. Them the other 2 come like some kind of like Risto like. So him now rough. So him start, I want to tell you, him kick you out some big artist foot unbelievable. When him get in him prime. Recorded that song with him named Child Abuse. I have the 45 on my yard right now. And then some girls I didn't know, 2 little girls, Anora and Andrea Ferguson, and you know, I start with them to start bring them in night to cause me the one get some girls involved. I save them too because them you know come up good. One of them are trained for Belaya now, and the other one I work at airport. And
so
them,
what happened to the guy? Because we were talking and then you told me, without even calling his name or anything, but just speak a little bit about the story and how tragic things turn out for that particular youth.
The fat youth now who him become who are flat big artist. Him know him mother just take him out of the York. I'm kind of like part of some bad company. And then she carry my Portmore. I'm take up with some worse company. And eventually him go rob or something and get 12 years prison. And when on his release, I see him and I say, listen my youth, you have to leave the area, you know, you can't stay about it, you're not going to survive about it, because about it, the thing happen. Him say, I'm good man, and thing, and then, you know, him like him there in the area boast upon a guy. I tell the guy, say, him friend they are prisoner, and him deal the woman. And the guy say, well, alright, you know, I go deal there no more and go for him gun and give him 8 shot, right them cripple. But we still have the 45. Yeah man, so you know, well, when I used to DJ in a St. Mary, we used to DJ upon Shankai Sheikh, a lyrics name, you must trouble Mr. Jamrock. It named 12 Tribe Sheikh, Brigadier lyrics. So we did St. Mary on the Shankai Sheikh put on and we start with my buckle sister part the man with reason and chat. She was a ballad and now she turned dreadlock. Not true me carry to the orthodox. And then me I say, and a part night when him say, you mustn't trouble Mr. Jamrock. You mustn't trouble Mr. Jamrock. Jamaica tell you about the 12 Tribe Sheikh, you know, and when I say, Jamaica tell you about the Shankai Sheikh. The next morning, the people beat down the fence. The next morning, everybody there, Mr. Jamrock. Mr. Jamrock, And so I get the name Jamrock.
So that added to the name Krab Walking.
Yeah, I'm just, well,
so Krab Walking, was it a style of walk that you used to have?
No, you know, said Jazzbody do a song.
Prince Jazzbody.
Yeah, after Orius and the song, Skylarking, name Krab Walking. But me used to fling down some wicked skank when that tune they play.
Yeah.
Sometimes they are Freddie McGregor lick you down
Yeah.
you know, and Hal Campbell them man. Them start call me Krab Walking. Me fling some stone after some man and thing and screw, you know. And a man tell me, say, you hear me? No pay them no mind, man. Cause if you not pay them no mind, they won't stop. But when I not pay them no mind,
them still continue.
Yeah, and the name turn all kind of way, back way, side way, all way. Then now, when I get Mr. Jamrock now, I sent me to get Mr. Jamrock. Enough people are sent me to come at town and start calling me Mr. Jamrock. So some town people get Mr. Jamrock. Well, me used to them amongst a virgin named Tika Lake, so me used to have a place named Diamond Cast. He used to keep show. Me and Balvin used to MC the shows. So him keep a show with Greg with them, you know, down a place named White House. And you know, the night, you know, me decide so me go join the two names, Krab Walking and Jamrock. But at that night I decide for join.
Combine the name, yeah.
So you want to see me down there no one thing and but me dress up in my 3-piece suit, you know.
Sure.
And I felt that, you know. Man all come to me and say, yo, are you named Gregory Isaac? Because them used to say my favorite Gregory, you know. And then showtime, but you and me and Balvin MC the show, and Balvin's name was on the posters, my name wasn't. So every time I go up there, you know, the people must say, Jared, you're dirty! Jared, you bow! Pure that, you know. I can't understand why the people and our artists come to me and say, Warm Tear, you know, I know you that, man. And I say, right now, give me one give ball in the mic and done with this. You know, come vex how them people are dealing with me. And a little brown man come to me and say, Rasta man, respect. I say, bless. And he say, no disrespect, but you know, you up on the posters? And I said, no. He said, you know, that's why the people are going. So I said, thank you. When we go up on the stage now, I said to the people, I said, well, right now, I want to make an apology to the eye them, you know. Because me and Balvin really MC the show, but my name not up on the posters, you know. I mean, name Krab Walking Jamrock in the place, mash up. And then, you know, the band was 24/7, the band name. So I said to the, me rehearse our lyrics with them. So I said to the band man, say, wow, a piece of that now. And it was the Puna and the rhythm, but him play a thing like, you know, so, but me have a lyrics now when I say, them time the Chichi wasn't nothing bad. So I say, Bam Chichi la la, bam bam. You know, so that the woman this the program. So them a play tum tum. And me I say bam bam chichi la la, boom boom. No, so that the woman this the tum when she a deal tune. Bam chichi la la bam bam bam. Then this man and this woman just start from scratch. And they were, you know, they were tum tum tum. Him say to God, say meet him man. All day long, him happy as a lark, like cool cat. Chugga. One day, he see sugar plum in the arms of a man. A rubber down, him get mad and reach asylum, but I know this it. Brung. Please mash up.
So your career moved from that.
We couldn't even reach no further.
Take it to the year 2015 now, because we're into 24 minutes of the interview and we have a lot of other things to talk about. 2015, where's your career in terms of your production? What can the world expect from Krab Walking?
Yeah, well, well, right now we just release an album with some children, educational stuff. My career now, I am in the process of releasing 3 albums. 1 dub poetry, 1 DJ, and a singing album.
How can we find you online, on Facebook and so on?
Well, my name is Devon Strachan on Facebook. On YouTube, I have a little thing on YouTube. On the Krab Walking Jamrock. KRABWALKING
For bookings, what's your contact number?
301-7738 and krabwalkingjamrock@gmail.com.
That's the email address.
Yeah.
So we run that number again, 1-876-301-7738.
7738.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. This is part one of what is going to be several parts, because there are many parts to the great Krab Walking Jamrock. Anybody want to shout out to?
Yeah, big up Java, because Java, since I'm on Giant Java, I grow some more musically, Get to know the inside out of the business, get to know, about voice, or sing and key and sing properly, and all of that, And my mother, give thanks to my mother, because she gave me a new lease on life. Yeah? She named Esther Francis Chan, but we call her Mama Baby. Love your Mama Baby. Yeah, I'm big up my sister too, because my little sister Polly, she was always there in time in trouble. Polly and Nelly me see. At all. I'm not seeing no friend nor no girl, them gone. Polly and Nelly. Respect.